Good morning, my dear students. I'm Mahesh from Sri Vasis Vidyalaya School. Today, I'm going to start the chapter Entrepreneurial Skill, subject Information Technology, subject code 002, subject name Information Technology from Vasis Vidyalaya School. Myself, Mahesh Kumar. R. What is a entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is the act of creating a business of businesses while building and scaling it to generate a profit. However, as a basic entrepreneurship definitions, it is a bit limiting. The more modern entrepreneurship definitions is also about the transforming the world by solving a big problems like initiating social changes, creating an innovative product, or presenting a new life changing. So entrepreneurship is nothing but a person who set up the business taking on financial risk in the hope of profit. So that is the main thing. And showing innovative product on the market, doing the invention, innovations, adaptation, right? So Howard W. Johnson says the entrepreneurship composite of the basic elements. So three basic elements are there: invention, innovation, and adaptation. Qualities characteristics of the successful entrepreneurship. If you go through the business history in India, we come across many names have emerged as a successful entrepreneurs like Tata's, Birlas, Dalmia, Ambani, etc. This business houses started a small-scale enterprises and made their name in the list of industrialists of the world fame. There are the four persons from the India. First one Tata, second one Birlas, fourth one Dalmia, and third one Dalmia, fourth one Ambani. Right. So these are the four images are there, which is on the slide. It's more iconic in our India. Qualities, characteristics of the successful entrepreneurs. First one, leadership. Second one, risk taking. Third one, innovative. Fourth one, goal orientation. Fifth one, decision making. Sixth one, high optimistic. Seventh one, motivator. Eighth one, self confident. Ninth one, action oriented. 10th, dynamic agent. 11th one, high achiever. 12th one, trust in self. First one, leadership. Entrepreneur leadership involves organizing and motivating a group of people to achieve a common objective through innovation, risk optimizations, taking advantage of opportunities, and managing the dynamic organizational environment. So, leadership is nothing but to take the role of entire of the business. So they always motivate the group of the people to achieve the common goal. That is the main thing. And always take the risk in the optimization, right? Always give the motivation to the people. We have to achieve our target. That is called as a leadership. Second point, risk taking. The reason risk is so important to the entrepreneurs is that true innovations was never accomplished without risk. If you want to achieve true success with your business and the smash your goal, you are going to have to take risk. Starting any business is a risk because there is no guarantee it will be succeed. So risk taking is a compulsory. How? So sometimes what happen? We are taking the risk before starting any business. We don't know that whether we will get the profit or not. So of course we have to take the risk in our life. Then only you can achieve your target and you will be the great successful business in our life in your life. Okay, so that is the main thing. Whoever the business is doing, they of course they are taking the risk in his life to get the profit. Without risk you won't get the profit. Yeah, you can't able to find out the solution on that. Third point, innovative. Yeah, innovative entrepreneurs is a person who discover totally new things. Yeah, innovative owners is a person who creates innovative products and services. Yeah, innovative entrepreneurs is a person who innovates the business process in his business. Yeah, innovative person is a person who is not afraid to take a risk. Of course, innovative person is a who discovered totally the new things, always trying to do something new, innovative product into the market, launching the product into the market. Then only the customers will able to get the product easily, and they will believe on the product whether that product is genuine or not. Then only afterwards the product gets successful in the market. That's why in the business will what we have to do, we don't want to follow the constant thing. Every time you have to improve it for the customer satisfaction. Then goal oriented. Goal oriented entrepreneurs achieve the maximum result from their efforts in the business due to the fact they work towards clear and measurable targets. You are the architect of your own business. You have to accept responsibility for your long-term success. Working towards clearly defined goals is essential. Of course, goal-oriented. Goal-oriented means you have to get the maximum result from the efforts in your business, right? So towards clear and measurable target. So whatever the target you set, then you have to achieve. When it will be achieved, you have to take all the responsibility for the long-term successful. Working towards clearly define the goal is essential. Without what is that group, yeah, coordinations with your members, then it's not possible. One person can't able to run the business successfully. Of course, the group of the people is required to achieve the target. Decision making. The decision making process is one of the most critical processes in your company. Simply, you as an entrepreneur will make the decision about everything. Some decisions are more influential on your own business processes, but some of them are small decisions without significant effect on your business as a whole. Of course, decision is very, very important in your business. Without decision, you can't take that. So any type of the critical process, of course, you have to take the decision whether it will be benefit or not. Without taking decision, it's not possible. Sometimes you might be stuck in the business. Your business is not developing that much, so you have to take the decision, right? So after taking the decision and some changes you made in your business like product and quality, the profit margin making less, these are the advantage. You have to satisfy the customer, then only it's your product will be very valuable in your market. High optimistic, that means is confident. Optimism supports creative thinking and generation of the new ideas. Optimistic people tend to be the more creative in their thinking. For entrepreneurs such as the process will lead to novel ideas for the new products, services, or the businesses, having a greater chance of success. Of course, without confident level, it's not possible. That is a very important. You have to see your internal confidence. Of course, you can able to do it with a high optimistic. That is a very important in this particular topic. If you want to be the greater chance of success, then what you have to do, your confidence level should be very strong. Then sure you will achieve the goal. Motivator. Motivations make the entrepreneur by fulfilling the higher level needs such as recognition, esteems, and self actualizations. Various theories explain motivations as the influencing concept. It can bring out the hidden talents and creativity, and it contributes to the individual goals and the society development. Of course, motivator. Some, if you see that our principals are always motivate the student. Why? At least they can get the good marks in the board exam. The same thing here also. The motivator always try to boost the employee skill, boost to the employers to develop your skills. Each and everyone has a unique talent in his or her, right? So we don't know where the talent are hidden. So that is the main thing. They create some innovative creativity and contribution of the individual goals also. That is the main changes to develop the society. Self-confidence. Self-confidence is a key entrepreneur skill for success. It is easy to become demoralized, frustrated, and resentful if you lack self-confidence. Self-confidence is a concern with how a person feels about his ability. A successful entrepreneur believes in his ability. Of course, self-confidence. Sometimes we never believe ourselves, but our confidence level is there, then sure we can achieve anything, whatever you decided in your mind. That is the main thing. So once you decided in your mind, you have to achieve that target, right? That is the self-confidence. Once you lose that because of the frustrate you lose your confidence level, then it's very difficult. Until self-confidence is not there, it's very difficult, and entrepreneurs believe in his ability. So if you want to be successful, then of course believe in his ability, that believe in his your abilities. Action oriented, a final traits that all successful entrepreneurs must possess is being decisive and action oriented. They must think and make decisions quickly. They discipline themselves to take action and to carry out the decisions they have made. Of course, action oriented. If any kind of the traits that has successful entrepreneurs, you have to take their decision. Without decision or action oriented, it's not possible. So decision is very, very important. Within a short period, you have to sort out that decision. Suppose something is happening in your business, yeah, any employee might be is not present on that day, you have to complete that task, then immediately you have to take the decision. That is called as an action oriented. In any situations, you must be ready to sort out that problem. Dynamic agent. Yeah, entrepreneurs is a dynamic agent because he makes the whole economic dynamic through the business change, bravely facing the obstacles and the way of changes, and always ready to perform challenging tasks, and by providing a new direction to the society. Of course, this is a different topic. Dynamic agent. Dynamic agent is nothing but whole economic dynamically through the business changes. Of course, without dynamic changes, it's not possible in the business. So, a lot of the problems are facing in the business. We won't reach to the achieved target. In that case, what we have to do? We have to perform the challenging task. Of course, each and everyone will be the put the efforts in the business. Sure, we will providing the new direction to the society. High achievers. High achiever is a someone who is successful in their studies or their work. Usually, as a result of their efforts, a low achiever is someone who achieves less than those around them. High achievers will receive cash bonus. High achievers. Sometimes what happen if you achieve your target, if you go for the sales representative, I think you observe that if you achieve some target, the company always assign to the employee to achieve this target, you will get the bonus. Then like this, the same thing here also. So the mindset to the employees, you have to achieve this particular target within this month. Then afterwards, the employees will get the bonus as a cash. Okay, you might be able to increase the salary. These are the possibilities are there in the high achiever. Then only the target of that company day by day it will be increased. How the employees showing the talent, our product is much better than the other product in the world. So that is a very important thing. Trust in self. Keeping the promises you make to your investor implicit in the pitch, deck or the financial forecast is the same thing. Well kept promises creates trust. Trust is a form of social capital with the extraordinary liquidity. The trust is the easiest thing for entrepreneurs to transforming into money. Liquidity means how quickly can get your hands on your cash. So liquidity is nothing but on the spot you are getting the cash. That is called as a liquid, right? So trust in yourself, believe yourself. Sometimes your internal mind is suggesting something else, and you're trying to do something else by what is that? Sometimes your friends suggesting something else, but you're not interested to do in that business. So your internal heart, as to the internal heart, as to your internal brain, so of course it will be so the path where you can achieve your target in the financial forecast, right? So entrepreneurs to transform trust, mainly the trust. When you are borrowing the money from somebody else, you have to giving the trust only. You're not giving any written document. So in this case, of course, sometimes we are borrowing some money, anything we hand over back as a back, right? The same thing in the business also. Whatever the money you borrow from your friends, you have to promise that they are believing on you. That's why they are giving the money as a loan for the to start some business. Okay, so end of my session with thoughts. Being a teacher does not mean I have all answers. It means I work every day to be my student. Sure, my students reflect, solve, create, grow, and think. So if you see that, the learn is a very important part of our life. So day by day, in which way you are learning, it's not important, but learn something new. That is very important. Simply don't open the textbook and read the content and mug up. Try to do something innovative, because and the entrepreneurship is saying that believe yourself, take the risk, and do invention, innovative, and adaptation. So adapt something method which will be learned in the easiest way to store in your mind. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you really enjoy with this topic.